believe that the dismemberment took place on the first floor of that residence.
New tonight, a woman accused of killing her landlord.
The gruesome murder leaves a Northside neighborhood reeling.
Anthony Ponce has details.
Along with announcing murder charges against the tenant for killing her landlord, CPD releasing some very distressing details about the crime that they say occurred here in the residence that they shared early Monday morning. Namely, that this suspect killed, then dismembered her body and was in the process of trying to cover her tracks when she was taken into custody.
Many of the tenants who lived in this house were afraid of this individual.
Afraid of 36-year-old Sandra Kalalu, pictured here in January after she was arrested for battery. Kalalu is now charged with first-degree murder in the death of her landlord, 69-year-old Francis Walker. Kalalu's landlord, who police say moved to evict her over the weekend after she exhibited aggressive behavior.
The deceased, the person who owns the residence, had actually served the defendant with like a notice to leave or an eviction notice. And that was done very recently. I don't want to get the day wrong, but I think it might have even been done as recently as of Saturday.
At 2:30 a.m. Monday, tenants here say they heard screams, and when they didn't see Walker emerge from her unit all day, alerted police.
The tenants and the police went in, and they were able to find some additional blood inside the tenant's room, at which point they discovered the gruesome remains in a freezer.
When officers arrived Monday evening, police say Kalalu had called a tow truck using Walker's credit card and was en route with the driver to Foster Avenue Beach, where she left her car and was in the process of concealing evidence in a lakeside trash can.
The garbage can was taken down to the medical examiner's office, and there were bloody rags and linens found in that garbage can.
Police say Kalalu threatened that tow truck driver at knife point before being taken into custody. She is also charged with aggravated battery for that and concealment of a homicide. In West Rogers Park, Anthony Ponce, Fox 32 Chicago.
The north side of Chicago is full of Africans. Where Africans come from, Africa, and they come to Chicago, they run straight to the north side. That's what most of the Africans are. I want to say one thing. There is a difference between American-born blacks and Africans. It wasn't until, the late 80s and the 90s when all of the Africans migrated over here to when you saw all of this fucking crime just come out of nowhere. I'm talking about crime just exploded, man. Because you had these people coming from other countries. There's a difference, man, between American blacks and Africans. American blacks, we don't believe in killing somebody, chopping them up, and putting them in the refrigerator and putting them in the freezer. Africans come over here, man, and do savage ass shit. And when they do it under the guise that they one of us. Because a lot of people hadn't been doing their research and seeing that these was actually people from other countries. And to the larger establishment, if a person do a crime and he black, they think that he is an American-born black. Because looking at the Africans, you can't tell most of the time that they are African because they've been Americanized. These people, man, are different from American-born blacks. I want to tell you Africans, man, don't come over here, man, with your savagery. You keep that shit over there in Africa, man, and Uganda and all of them places over there. You don't bring that over here, man. Because when you bring that over here, you make people think that you one of us, and you not one of us. And we catch the hell from what you doing. Every time one of y'all do something from this point on, every time one of y'all do something, man, stupid, I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna put you out there. Because people need to know, man. People need to understand. You start listening to these fucking names, and you know a name of an African when you hear it. These people are not American-born blacks. These people are from another place. And most of them come over here with that tribal, savage mentality. Just thinking about cutting somebody's head off just makes me want to throw up. But a lot of Africans over there, they used to cutting up goat heads, cow heads. So it probably wasn't a thing to her. She probably could do that without a drop of a dime because she used to it. Chicken heads. I can't imagine me cutting the head off an animal. I just can't. These people, man, need to take their ass home. If you can't stay over here, man, and not do crimes and make it look bad on everybody else, take your ass back home where you can legally kill an animal and cut their head off in the middle of the street. People are not animals. People are people. You clowns, man, just trips me out, man.